Hello, my beading friends. This is Kristen Fagan here with a new episode of Free Spirit Beading, the Softlex Company YouTube channel. Welcome, welcome. Today, we are going to be making a quick and easy craft wire swirly ornament hook that you can use on your beaded icicle ornaments or any ornaments really, but I'm going to share with you an example of the beaded icicle from Sarah's YouTube tutorial, and then we'll make an ornament hanger to go with it. So we'll be using today, hi Deb, welcome. We'll be using today Softlex craft wire in 20 gauge. I'm going to be using our red color. And I've also got a strand of beads, one of our exclusive Jesse James bead strands. I'll be using the Pantone 2020 Fired Brick color. And then I also have the gold and the silver to show you guys. Hi, Tony. Hi, Virginia. Clapping hands and stomping bleachers. Let's go. I like that. You are ready. Hey, Deborah. Welcome. We've got right now going on at softlexcompany.com. We've got up to 40% off of all of our beads and our closeout sections. So if you go to our website, you can find anything in the beads category. We have beads, we have gemstones, we have lava rock, we have glass, check glass, all of that good stuff. Everything is at least 10% off. You'll see the discount when you add it to your cart. There's no coupon needed. And then if something is already on sale, it could be up to 30% off on sale, and then you'll get an extra 10% off when you add it to your cart. The other section is our closeout, so anything in our closeout section category will also get an extra 10% off, and that deal is good until end of day tomorrow, which would be December 15th at midnight Pacific time. So in addition to craft wire 20 gauge, I will be using a pair of cutters. These are our flush cutters, nylon jaw pliers, round nose pliers, and chain nose pliers. And I think that's it. Oh, and you also need something to work harden your hanger. So I'm going to be using our wire whacker, and what it is 2 pieces of acrylic block. You will put your design in between, and then you smash them together to work harden them. You can also put the design in between and then hammer the top if you have a hammer as well. And that's another way you can work harden. And what work hardening does is it changes the structure of the craft wire. So it goes from a soft to a half hard. And what that does is just makes it a little stiffer, less pliable. So these are really great for when you're doing any type of components or products where you are making something and then you want to stiffen it up after you're done working with the craft wire. All right. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Tari. Hey, Karen. How's everyone doing today? So I'm going to make it quick. We have our friends Nile and Jill in the Silver Silk 2-year anniversary workshop week. They are doing a class in about a half hour from now. So this kind of worked out perfectly because I had a quicker project for you today. Hey, Suzanne, good to see you. Zoom on in. So these bead strands I've got here are currently at softlexcompany.com. This is the gold sparkles and this is the silver sparkles. Both would make fantastic ornaments in addition to jewelry. And I started with the fired brick. Karen, I would say 20 is a nice gauge. A lot of people like 22 as well, especially if you're just getting started with different types of wire work. 22 is going to be a little bit softer, so a little bit more easily pliable. I did do a... Did I do a 22? No, I did 20 and I did 18 when I was working on my ornaments. 18 is going to be a little bit thicker. So the thicker you go, the harder it's going to be to work with a little bit. So I would say 20 and 22 would be good beginner gauges, and they're going to work for a wide range of products. I like to use 18 when it goes through my beads because it's going to give you a little stiffer end piece. And sometimes that matters, sometimes it doesn't. So this is the Pantone fired brick that I've been working on to make a quick beaded icicle ornament. And since I have these here at my desk, maybe I'll just show you guys this real fast. But we did a beading party last week. Sarah James of Jessie James Beads, me, Sarah Ayler, and Nile was there too. And we worked with some Christmas beads and our mini Christmas design kit. And these are the two pieces that I worked on that video. You can catch the replay over at the Softflex Company Facebook page, and then we also have a blog coming out at softflexcompany.com on Wednesday of this week that will show all of the designs that were made. So these were what I made with the Softflex mini Christmas kit. I just did some color blocking there and then finished it off with the Softflex wire in the back. You get all of these beads in that mini Christmas kit. You get a nice assortment of check glass beads. You also get two of these really sweet tiara cask wreath charms. You get a lobster clasp, some ear wires, and you get 2x2 sterling silver crimp tubes. So I think we've got like 10 of those left, and then they'll be gone. I know it's getting close to Christmas, and actually at this point in time, if you want to receive your orders possibly in time for Christmas, you're going to need to upgrade your shipping at our website. But if you don't mind it coming a little bit later, then you can take advantage of our free shipping, which is good with orders of $50 or more in the US. I know, these gold and silver strands are so pretty. I'll probably be working with them next Monday. So just wanted to show them there. I think we have just a couple, maybe 4 of the red fired brick left. We have about 3 or 4 of the military olive Pantone bead strand, and we are sold out of the other 2, the blue depths and the steel. So once those are gone, those are gone. But this fun design you can do with just about any bead strand that we partner with Jessie James Beads. They would all work out really well for this particular project. So first thing I did was cut 24 inches of my craft wire, and I'm using 20 gauge in the red today. You can also use 18 gauge if you want it to be a little stiffer. And you possibly can use 22 gauge, but I kind of think it might be a little too soft because these bead icicles, especially if you want to get them to be a little bit longer, they're going to get a little bendy if the wire's too soft. So I made a wire wrapped loop at the top. I just take my chain nose pliers to kind of straighten that out a little bit. Then strung my beads in the order that I wanted, from largest to smallest, just about. When you got to the bottom, You're just going to take your chain nose plier and you're going to create a little bend, and that helps to keep your beads from sliding around while you work on wrapping it up. So now you just take, I'm gonna bend my wire up, and we're gonna wrap through here, but I like to wrap around a couple of places. So I like to kind of find a spot and wrap it all the way around and then continue up to the next one. And I just found doing that will help tighten up your beads and just give you a little more structure on your beaded icicle ornament. So I go up a couple and then wrap around, go up a couple, wrap around. And then when I come to the top, I'm just gonna wrap around a few times. Just like so. And then using my flush cutters, I'm gonna take the flat side, put it towards where I wanna cut on my ornament, snip that wire off, and then using your chain nose pliers, you can come in there and tuck it all in. So now your ornament's done, and we're gonna create a nice little squiggly with this leftover piece. So first thing I'm gonna do is straighten it out, and I did this with the nylon jaw pliers on the longer strand before I strung all the beads on there too. Let's see how long this is. This is 5 inches, this little piece here. So to make my little squiggly, I am gonna come up to the top, and using my round nose pliers, I'm just gonna create a simple loop. And use my chain nose to kind of tighten it all in there. So I've got my simple loop. And let me just back up a little bit here. So now I'm going to pick up my craft wire spool, and I'm actually going to use this spool with the cover on it as my guide. So I'm going to go ahead and place my loop there facing up, and just going to wrap it around my spool. Doesn't have to be perfect. And if you work with the open part close to your loop, then you should get a little bit better of a shape all around. I'm gonna start with another loop on this end. Just kind of tuck that in like that. And then using my chain nose pliers, I'm going to grab a hold of that loop I just made. And I'm just going to sort of slowly start coiling it in. And then you can grab a hold of both of those wires as it gets closer. And now, as you see, I'm grabbing this, the loop, and that outer piece. And once I get it going, you can even just start using your fingers for the rest of the way. Kind of tucking those in a little bit closer until you have a swirly shape you're happy with. Now we're going to work harden it. So like I said in the beginning, this is a soft wire. Softflex craft wire has a copper core, and then it is colored and has an enamel coating on it. So that's why the nylon is important here when you're doing the working hardening, because you don't want to injure or nick or flake off any of this nice, beautiful color you've got here. So using a nylon surface or using a nylon hammer, a nylon tipped hammer, is going to be the way to keep that nice and clean. Karen, what's the color of the wire again? This one is just red. And you'll find this in the 20 gauge copper color section. We have two. For all of the craft wire you'll see online when you look in our craft wire section, we'll have 20 gauge silver plated and then just regular 20 gauge. So 20 gauge has some of the colors, and then the 20 gauge silver plated are the ones that have like the non-tarnish silver and silver plated gold and those kind of things. So there's two different 20 gauge sections. John Constantine, does it work to use nylon jaw pliers to make the loop so it doesn't scratch? It does. You could. I don't usually use my nylon jaw pliers when I'm going a little more delicate, but yes, you totally could. There's a couple of things you can do. You could take a pair of your pliers and dip it into Tool Magic. So if you're someone who's doing a bunch of these and you want to have a nice protective surface, we have a product called Tool Magic, and what you do is you just dip your tools into the substance. When it dries, it becomes like a nylon plier, and then you can peel it off so it doesn't do anything permanently to your pliers. You can just peel it off when you're done. The other thing I've seen people do is they wrap their pliers with some tape. Those would all be good options to make sure you don't harm the color wire. Okay, so I'm going to use the wire whacker, so it's going to be a little bit loud. I'm just going to take the top part of it and smash it down. And I actually do this a lot harder than I'm doing on the video because I've got my beads here. But I'll do one side and then flip it around and do the other side. And like I said, if you have a hammer, you can also just place the piece between the two pieces of acrylic and then hammer on top, and now you're not going to affect any of your color coding. You can do a bunch of these and lay them all out on here and then just whack them all at once. So that's really nice too. You could fit a couple in here on your surface, get them nice and work hardened, and then what that will do will make it so that it's not as easily to be pulled apart. And then lastly, when you're all done with that, you just open up your little bottom ring here and slide on your ornament. And you've got an adorable little swirly ornament hanger. I have seen some people put the ornament the other way too. So they make a bigger loop here and then hang their ornament from this side. So one of our members in the VIB group did that, and I thought that that was very clever if you wanted the swirl to be more of a focal point hanging from there. You could do it either way. So quick and easy. I know that Sarah has another tutorial that's very popular here on our YouTube channel, creating a beaded icicle. So if you want more instruction on that, you can check out that video here. Just, I think you can just search ornament and you'll see all of our ornament projects that we've done in the past. They come together so quickly. These bead strands make it really easy, and we have quite a few strands still left online that you can grab during our sale at softflexcompany.com. This fired brick, I think it was originally $11.49. It's on sale, and then you get the extra 10% off, and it brings it down to just over $9. So there's like 4 of these left. So great little project. I think these gold and silver strands would be so stunning as ornaments. So I would totally try that. But really any of them, so they come like this. I didn't use the whole strand. I have about this many beads left. You can decide to just go from the center down and do 1/2. Or you can do a couple more. I think I did a little bit more than a 1/2 strand on this one. And I tried to keep some duplicates here so I have some pairs to create other jewelry with. Pretty. You do love this strand, Suzanne. I know you've said that before. Oh, wow. We're really getting the sunlight coming in over here. Let's see. I can change my direction. Woo, sorry about that. It's just streaming in this little corner right here. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys like the little quick swirly ornament hanger and beautiful beaded icicle. Both of them work up really quickly. That was done in like 15 minutes or so. Great last minute beading projects for your friends and family, or an ornament exchange, anything like that. Be sure to check us out at softflexcompany.com. Yes, totally do earrings with the leftovers. That's what I was thinking as I was putting them aside. I said, I should make sure that I keep myself some pairs so that I can create some earrings to match with the leftovers. Up to 40% off beads and closeout. And what do we have going on this week? We've got Sarah on the Facebook page, the Softflex Company Facebook page, on Wednesday, 3 p.m. Pacific time. She'll be doing a new jewelry making demonstration. And then you'll find me and Sarah chatting with our friend Nile during the Silver Silk 2-year workshop anniversary on Thursday, and that will be at, I believe, 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be having hot cocoa and working on a silver silk little project together. So really fun. I will see you guys here again next Monday for a new tutorial, and that will be 3 p.m. Pacific time as well. Have a wonderful week. Until next time, I will see you guys over on the VIB studio page, Softflex Facebook group. And if you're in the Silver Silk 2-year workshop week, be sure to go check out Nile and our friend Jill Wiseman. They'll be doing their video in about 10 minutes from now. All right, thank you guys. Bye.